lesson number 3, through the day by Chaudhary, Drive to Survive. Drive to survive through the day by Chaudhary.
One day, I was frustrated with public transport and I thought it was no longer for me. I thought I'd get rid of sweaty summers and moody drivers and the problem of giving exact change and cramped seats. I wanted the freedom of my own car. Friends, now a year down the line when I own a car, I no longer worry about all these above mentioned problems. I only worry about EMIs, garage rent, insurance, maintenance, service and most importantly, all those wonderful pedestrians on the road. Mr. Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I am one of the few people in my family, no, my extended family, to own a car. And there's a reason for that. Because I stay in a town which when it was designed, all the roads and buildings were designed for a grand total of 50 people. Now that the population has exploded to 50,000, the roads are still the same. And all the pedestrians on the road still walk like the road belongs to their father. So naturally, I had to learn driving. So I joined a driving school. And in the learner car where I was learning, there was this big L on the windshield right near my forehead. You all know what this L means, right? This L means thank you. Explain it to all the autowalas, rickshawalas and cycle superstars who thought otherwise. They thought that L meant they said I should learn to drive before learning to drive a learner's car. I should not drive at all, or I should drive with my eyes open. But there was this one group who had complete confidence in my driving skills. They were the dogs on the road. Every morning when I would learn to drive, man's best friends would have meeting on the road, lying flat with their leg up in the air. And then I would come and stop in front of them and they would look at me and understanding it's a learner's car, they would give me space by moving their leg. So I said, come on, there's plenty of space. And my instructor would get angry. He would say, "Arey, give horn! Give horn! Unless you give horn, how will they understand?" And in my mind, I'm thinking that dogs are not supposed to understand. But when I honked, they moved. And turned out they were more sensible than other human pedestrians on the street. But after many days of learning, after doing 17 out of those 20 classes, I realized that though I am learning to drive, the clutch, brake and accelerator were at the trainer's feet. I did not have complete control of my life. That is not why I wanted to buy a car. So I started to negotiate with my wife why I should buy a car. Because all the decisions are made by? Yeah. But then she gave me some really valid arguments and I had to debate with them. She said, but your car still stalls when you remove your foot from the clutch. I said, no, you are making a mistake. His clutch plate is old. Mine will be brand new. She said, but you still have problems with narrow roads and pedestrians. So I said, no, it's a mistake. See, I will be driving in the city of Kolkata, where the roads are wide and the people are sensible. But we finally made the decision of owning our own car. And the first day I took my car out for the ride. Oh my God, it was an amazing experience. Because the road was like the moon landing. I got the shake of my life. And I understood that the cars have no notion of social distancing. Maybe they were observing my new car from so close I felt like people who have problems with lack of personal space. When you stand in a line and 3 people come and stand right next to you, and then a motorcycle comes in between. Nobody knew that space existed. Even after 1 year, I still have not got the courage to remove that L from my car. Because these roads in Kolkata are just like Toastmasters. You never stop learning. But I dream of a day when I can drive confidently, without any troubles, without any worries. I want to be free, not thinking about driving, but rather enjoying. Just last week, I went with my wife to my office because she works near me, and I drove in rush hour traffic up and down 60 kilometers. I confidently parked the car, took out my bag, and as I was turning, my wife screamed, "The car is rolling! The car is rolling!" And I did not know, nobody knew, but she with her Bahubali-like strength hung onto the car, trying to stop it while it was rolling. And I, like a Spider-Man, jumped into the car, pulled the parking brake. Now I remind her every time she asks me to lift a bag. And she reminds me every time I try to drive. Maybe I should have taken those 3 lessons, because there are still things we learn every day as drivers, no matter how much time has passed. Won't you agree? It's a contest.